Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. And the Hoosiers will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hawkeyes offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this.
So nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Might as well stick with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to throw, it's Lamb. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Hoosiers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Finds his big tight end. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Corner's going to give them room. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air, it's Lamb. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. At the 35, he's got room. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Lamb. It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying along the field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They're going back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. The give to the back.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll throw on third and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. That is just a sideline credit. Catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Man, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tempo and overdrive. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point...
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Contreras. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got it behind the line. It's Knight. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On third down, going up top. Finds his big tight end. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the ground with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Lamb. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Open space at the 25. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Contreras. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. To the air on first down. And they can't make the connection. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback will audible. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Back to throw, it's Lamb. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looking at a second and short now. They'll go to the air. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that's a live ball. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Going with the counter play here. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Right back to him on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Quick handoff. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They give it to him again. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The Hawkeyes have enough for the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first down. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the number 2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! On to attempt to try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Leaves it with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Keeps looking downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Contreras. Lets it fly. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
This offense has a second down play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They can throw it. They can run it. They've got so much balance. And that's what makes them so hard to stop.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the bridge. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away. If you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Lamb. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Back to the air one more time. Snagged in the middle, it's Webb. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Lamb. They're trying to get to it. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. They know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about. Second down.
Looking for a man. It's Contreras. Got his man on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
And the timing just a hair off.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Running back goes in motion. The aerial assault continues. Makes his connection. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. It's caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Scanning the field, it's Contreras. Using the quick game. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And back to the air on second down. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So
Touchdown.
just a minute, we might have a finish here.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite it.
The kicker is
That timeout later. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Ripped off 7 on that last one. Now looking at second and inches. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.